So it all started with a flood. 1988, there was a terrible flood. And this whole area that you went to today got totally destroyed. And the river, like an 8-foot wall of water came and took away all the mud houses. So we just went out there to help.
And they decided they'd rebuild 100 of the houses that had been washed away. But every day that they'd go and walk around the place, trying to figure out where to build houses, etc., there'd be a row of kids right behind them, following them everywhere.
All barefoot, runny noses, matted hair, no clothes, little clothes, and they'd just be following me around. So I asked the women, I said, why do the children follow me around? They said, what else should they do? And I said, why don't they go to school?
They'd go to school, but there just isn't one. And there's no school for them to go to.
So I just also realized, I said, a flood will come again next year. They'll lose their homes again. And will they look for someone like me to help them rebuild? And I just thought, what's the difference between them and me? I'm educated, I can plead a cause. They're illiterate, no one wanted to listen to them. So I just said, okay, they need an education. So I just asked the women, I said, what if I build a school now? And they all said, stop the homes, build the school. That school which you went to today has 2,500 children. And it's a rural school, so children walk sometimes a whole hour to school. But that just shows how keen children are to study and how much their parents want them to study. And there's not enough schools. But we in CARE have 200 schools, and we're educating over 145,000 children today enrolled.
The aim is not to make them feel that it's charity. So they're asked to pay a token fee of, I think, 20 to 50 rupees. But a lot of the kids, which is 50p in the UK.
A day?
And a month.
So 50p a
50p a month. A lot of the kids can't even pay that, so that's waived. Where does the money come from?
Yeah.
It's all from donations from all private donors. There's no government funding, there's no institutional funding.
No government funding.
No government funding.
I want to become a doctor because there are so many people in Pakistan that needy, they have no money. But I give them medicine and free.
I want to be a teacher, English language teacher,
yeah. I like that, because you come back here again one day and teach all those kids downstairs, okay?
Yeah.
It's important.
And I want to be army officer in my future to protect my country.
And I want to become a cricketer.
Cricketer? Hey!
And I want to become a doctor. Some people are very poor and provide the free medicines.
And I want to become a doctor because I want to help the poor people.
And I want to become a cardiologist because I'm a patient of asthma and I have some heart problems. That's it.
It opened its doors in January 1991, and on the first day, 250 children were standing outside. And we've never looked back, and they just flocked. Next year there were 450 children. The year after that there were 850 children. Word had gotten around, there's a school where education happens. And we just started from there. I built another school and then another.
Before the school got here, girls never used to get an education in the area. All the girls would be married at the age of 12 or 13.
Why so young?
Because they're like the parents would think they're a burden to them. I mean, what are they going to do? Because they're not educated, they're not going to work. So they try to get them married off as soon as possible. But since the school's been here, like you saw, there's girls graduate high school, and sometimes these girls are the only ones in their family who are earning a living.
In this country, still 9 million children out of school, and we really want to get to many more. As you've seen, those children are not only just gorgeous, but there's so much potential, they're so bright, they're fabulous.
They're bright.